Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. For this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make these very extravagant, gorgeous earrings. I have actually made a lot of extravagant earrings like this before in the past, but if you are new to my channel or you missed those videos, then I will put some pictures up now of the earring tutorials that I'm talking about. And if you want, you can go and make those earrings along with me. And this earring here, when I first started working on it, I wanted to bezel two of the Preciosa 8mm chatons, and I wanted to bezel them both differently, and so I did. These are both the same size chatons, but because of how I bezel them, it makes them look like two different stones. So it worked out just right, and I probably could have stopped making the earring here with these two pieces, but once I get going and beading, I always see something else that I can add or do, and I really do love having very detailed, very elaborate pieces. So that's what I did with this one here. It is just absolutely gorgeous, and there's a bunch of beads in here, as you can see. Now, don't be intimidated by these extravagant pieces that I've been making, because you can make them along with me. If you can watch the video and you understand everything I'm saying and doing, then you can make the earring too. Don't think because it looks very extravagant and over the top that you can't do it, in case you are like a new jewelry maker. But yeah, if you, for any video really, if you can watch it and understand everything that's going on, you can make it. And for me, myself, I've always watched an entire video before I jumped into the piece to make sure that I'm able to do it. So let's go ahead and talk about all of the materials you will need to make this earring. The materials I'm using to make this earring is from Beadingschool.com by Erika Sandor, and I'm using her bi-monthly subscription. The name of this subscription is called Beadingschool Academy Box. This box is for the months of November and December 2022, and the theme for this box is called Lucia's Light. The version of the subscription I'm using is called Fuchsia. So this box here has a lot more beads and findings in it compared to the other two subscriptions. This tutorial is late. This box was for November, December 2022, and I usually get this tutorial up in the beginning of the second month, but things have been really crazy for me and my family. I ended up finding out that my Chihuahua has a tumor that's in his organs, and it's pressing on his bladder, and the surgery is too dangerous to get it removed. He could die on the table. And so I got that bad news. And in the same day, I found out that my cat has an enlarged heart, and that's also gonna kill him. And then my uncle got a quadruple bypass, and he is developmentally disabled, and so my entire family has been taking care of him. We've all been taking turns, and it's just been so crazy. He ended up going back into the hospital again, and then he was going to go back a third time, but he had complications with his medicines not being right, so the doctors ended up lowering the dosages, and now he's starting to feel better, but he still needs a lot of care. And he got a cold, and he wasn't that sick with the cold, but he ended up giving it to all of us, and we're all sick. I'm not too bad, thankfully, but my sister has it really bad, and it's just been so crazy. We didn't get to celebrate Christmas, we didn't get to decorate or do presents. It's just been non-stop just chaos. Anyways, I'm letting you guys know all of this. I don't like complaining and talking a lot about my life in my videos, but I'm letting you know all of this because This is why you haven't been seeing videos from me. I haven't really been having time to edit or bead. This is the only thing that I've worked on. And I'm actually filming this video on New Year's Eve because it's the only time that I have right now to film this video. But I am very excited to be here with you guys and show you how to make this earring. I'm really in love with the design, and hopefully you guys will learn some new things from me. Every time I make something new, I always come up with something different ideas, and I just love to share my passion with you guys. Alright, so let's go over all of the little beads, sizes, and the amounts you will need. Here's the list of materials you will need to make an earring, and by the way, I'm giving you the list to make one earring because you can only make one at a time. You will need to cut 5 feet of 8-pound fireline. You will also need a size 10 beading needle. You will need 2 8mm Preciosa chatons, 6 6mm Preciosa pearls, 8 4mm Preciosa montees, 9 5x8mm vexolo beads, 8 miyuki half tila beads, 6 5x8mm gemduo beads, 10 4mm Preciosa bicone beads, 12 3mm Preciosa bicone beads, 9 3mm Czech fire polish beads, 11 miyuki seed beads, and I'm using Labrador Fool, 11 miyuki delicas, I'm using this brown color, I don't remember what it is, and 15 miyuki seed beads in gold, and an earring finding. That's it. That's the list of materials. And like I said, I will link the box down below. You can no longer get the same one at this time though, so I always have a list of material links so you can go and individually buy things that you need to make the project, so you will see links down below. We're going to start by picking up a miyuki half tila bead, just one, bringing this down, and I'm going to find a 6-inch tail because it's like the perfect length to tie off, especially for an earring. If I was doing a bracelet, I would probably do 8. Okay, so I'm just going to hold my mark right here, 6 inches. I'm going to pass my needle back through this bead, but going through the second hole. So I'm looping around. We're going to be making a circle, basically. Okay, and I lost my tail there, so I'm just making sure. Okay, 6 inches. Okay, I'm just going to tie a surgeon's knot, so go over and under once. Bring that down, over and under twice. Bring that down, pull it tight. Okay, so I'm just moving my knot to the middle here, away from my hole. See, it's in the middle. Then I'm going to take my needle and pass through this half tila bead. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up a delica, half tila, delica, half tila, delica, half tila, like that, and one more delica. Slide these down. This is what you should have. Okay, now I'm going to go back through the first one like this. Okay, I should have what looks like this. It's a little messy, you gotta fidget with it a bit, like that. Okay, it's kind of like a square in the middle. And then take the needle and go up through this bead, the same bead that you started, but through the next hole. We're stepping up, we're going to add more beads. Okay, it should look like this. So that's my tail. I'm just going to tuck that to the back. We will need that later. Okay, that's what I have. I'm going to pick up an 11-0 in silver. a 3mm Czech fire polish bead, and an 11/0. Like this, and I'm going to go through the next half tila. Okay, so pull that through. Have that. Do it again. 11/0, 3mm fire polish, 11/0 through the next half tila. Again, we do this 4 times. Put the next one. And I'm going to pull it tighter this time. Okay, so we have this. And what's going on with that thread? Okay, there it is. Okay, so just like that. Again, one more time. 11/0, 3mm, 11/0, and go through this half tila. And I just got my thread wrapped around there, so I'm just undoing that, and we now have this. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is take the needle and go through these 3 beads. I'm going to pick up 2 delicas and go through these 3 right here in the corner. Pull this through. You want these to sit up on the top like that. See, on the top. And do this again. We're going to do this all the way around 4 times total through these 3. We're making the setting for the top chaton. Once you get around, so push those beads up on top. Again, 2 delicas. Go through these 3 here. See? Push these up on top again. You just want your thread to be on the back side. Pick up 2 again. And then go through these here. Okay, like this. Adding my last 4. Push them up. Alright. Okay. Reposition your needle and go through these 2. Now we're going to add 3 delicas. 1, 2, 3. And go into the next 2. Like this. And we're going to do this all the way around. This is going to sit on top of the Czech fire polish bead. Like that. Again. 3 through these 2. See? And I might have to pick up my stone soon. 3 again, through these 2. Okay, and I'm going to stop for now and just test this and see what's going on. Looks good. Put it in there, pull it tight so that it goes around it just right. I think I'm going to hold on to this and be just cautious and careful that I don't drop that stone because it can fall out. I'm going to go through these 2 here like this. Okay, I'm closing this ring up. So pull that through. Pull it tight. I want to make sure that this row of delicas is barely going to go over the edge. Just barely. But not secure enough that it keeps it in. See? But if you don't have it in place, it could get fussy with you. So, see, just barely. Okay, so I'm going to hold this in, and what I'm going to do now is take my needle. I'm going to go through these 3 delicas that we've been adding. Pull this through. You have to keep a good tension on this as you go around. It wants to get loose. Pick up 2 15s like this. Hold your stone in, skip over these 2, and go through these 3. Okay, hold that stone in, don't drop it. See, this row is going to go over more. And then we're going to do this all the way around. Pick up 2. You could see that these 2 delicas are recessed. They're right on top of the half tila bead. See, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. That's where we're adding these 2 15s. Go through these 2 here. By the way, this little setting that I'm showing you, I actually made this a while back. I was going to do a video on a bracelet using this component and the other component I'm going to show you, but I also had 2 other components. It was 4 different ones. But I didn't end up doing it because I didn't have the time. So, see how it's going over just right? This is giving us the square look. So, well, actually, the way the back is with the half tilas is 2 again, so through these 3. Pop those into place. This is going so well. 2 again, and then go through these 3 delicas. See? I kind of feel like I'm doing peyote with this stitch. I've done something like this before, but I'm not doing 1 bead at a time. I'm not doing 2 drop. I'm doing just the right amount I need to get around this stone. So now I have this, and it's still not secure enough, so I have to do 1 more row, and I'm gonna go this time step up through these 2 gold. Hold your thread through like that. My camera's blurry. Okay, like that. Pick up 3 of this gold. 15 is what we're doing. Remember, those were 15s. Through here, the next gold. Hold your finger over this so the stone stays in place, so all the beads stay in place. Okay, just pop that in right there. 2 again, or 3 again, excuse me. I got the cold brain fog through these 2. My mom likes to call it brain frog. I guess that's like extra bad, right? 3 again. Through these 2. I got a fuzz in my stitches. Looks like a blanket fuzz. Like that. And it just explodes, because look at this little gold square. It just really pops out. Isn't that pretty? Through these 2 here. Come on. Like that. Okay? Now, whenever you do a bezel like this on top, the last row you do where you're closing up, you have to go through it a second time. So, reinforce. Because it gets loose. So, I'm just going to reinforce. go around to the same beads a second time. Just the gold ones. Through these. And then through these two. And I think I might almost be there. Let's see. Take my needle and I go under here and I lift it up. Looks like one. So through these three and then the last two, and I think that's full circle. Pull that thread through all the way. Like that. Now we're stepping down. So I already stepped down by going through these two because the 3 is the highest row, and then I drop down through this row of 3 delicas, and then through this row of 2 delicas, like that. Pull this through. Pull that tight, and then step down again. I have to go through this 11 and through this 3, which seems to have kind of popped inward. Okay, so coming out here, and we now have this component. And you can go back, like if yours are going inward, and pull these out. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is pick up an 11 and a silver, a 4mm, an 11, a 6mm pearl, an 11, a 4mm, and an 11. Like that. Slide those down. I'm gonna go back through this 3mm here again. Okay, take the needle, go through this 11, the 4, and this 11. Pull that tight. Make sure this does not get loose, and go through that pearl. Okay, just like this. Now some of you might think, oh, let's go back down this way and come back out to have 2 thread paths inside each side. You don't have to do that. I was using a weaker thread when I first designed this, and I had to do that because it was pulling too bad. But with fireline, it is so strong and stiff. It's not necessary. It's amazing the things that this thread can do. I really notice a huge difference in it when I play around with rubber bands. Okay, here we are. I'm going to pick up a half tila, okay, a pearl, 6mm pearl, get on the needle, half tila, 6mm pearl, half tila, 6mm pearl, half tila, like this. Slide those down. Go through the pearl where we started at, but in the opposite hole. See, like that, full circle. Make it a circle. And pull it tight one last time. This string here. Okay, and then pull all of this together. Go through this half tila, And with this area, I thought maybe I should go around a second time. Full circle, second time, right? Reinforce it. Then I realized, no, it'll get too tight. And I'm going to have to go through these beads a lot to add all the embellishment. So, don't go through it a second time. Just go through that half tila, coming out of the pearl, go through the half tila, and then go back through, or go through the same bead, but in the opposite hole. That's what I'm trying to say. Like this. Okay. It's tricky to keep it tight here. And these beads, they want to fall. So you have to hold this upside down, actually. And then pull this tight, so see, upside down. Get those beads to fall on the front. Okay. And then pick up 5 gold. I think it's 5 gold. Yes. Like this. And go through this next tila. And I'm going to try not to go slow, take my time, be careful, because I don't want to yank it and have it jolt on me. I got a little tangle here, so get that undone. I made it worse. Went to the wrong side. Okay, this way. Okay, don't mind me, I'm just getting tangled up. So just like that. See, I pulled it tight. Came out of that half tila, picked up 5 15s, went through there. I'm gonna do this all the way around and bring all of these tilas up to the top, connecting them together with 5 15s in between them. So here's 5 again. Okay, go through the next one. And like I said, be careful, don't jerk your thread because it'll make it loose back here. So, like that. 5 again. Okay, through here. Like this. 5 again. So see how I have this loose? It's okay to keep it loose right now. It's right here, going through this bead. We're going to tighten it up. And because it's one open circle, it tightens up very nicely for us. And then the whole thing is to keep this row here tight. But this here, we did not want to reinforce this row because we are going to go back through there again and reinforce it later. And we don't want to make it too tight. Okay, so right now it has a weird shape because of these tilas. So, to straighten out the shape, put the 8mm Preciosa chaton in this color. I got this, in that box. I did a video opening for it. You can go back and watch it. It's called Indian Pink. There's also another word for it. Pata, Parashka, Eska, Lavesca, Pista, La Vista. I don't know how to say it. And I'm just exaggerating there, but I don't know how to say the word for Indian Pink. I can't say it. I tried doing it. I googled it. I still can't say it. I still can't say Swarovski right. I've worked with Google. She's tried to teach me. Or Cortana, whatever her name is, and I just can't do it. So there's my stone. Got loose again. So now what I'm going to do, I'm coming out of the half tila bead. I was just trying to get these lined up. It's going to go. I'm going to pick up 4. Not 4. I'm going to pick up 3 delicas. And these are going to rest on top of the gold bead. Okay, so I'm just going to go like this. Zoom in. Well, see, when I zoom in, you can't see all my beads. Okay. So I feel like I should hold this in so I can pull this tight and it keeps my shape. You want these delicas to sit on top of the gold like this. See how the shape just came together right there? So just like earlier, you want to hold this stone in and pick up 3 of these at a time and go through the half tila. These beads are going to rest on top of the gold. Be very careful, don't yank this. Like right now I'm pulling this. I've always had a bad habit of yanking it and it ripping out of my hand. I'm just trying to make this sit right. It's coming along. See that there? I have to do this 2 more times, the brown delicas. Just holding this together. Pick up 3, 2, and 3, going through the next half tila. Bye-bye. You're having a nightmare. Bye-bye. Wake up. It's okay. 3 again. What do dogs dream about? And then I'm going to go through this half tila. Okay. Push my stone back down. Get through here. And then get my stone in there. Pull this through. Those beads on top. I'm about to turn this. Okay, I'm just trying to make my stone get in. Sometimes you just have to sit it on the darn table and get it right. There we go. So I just had to get the tension right. See how it's sitting in there now? I like it. It's pretty. Now it looks square, but we're going to make it look round. So I'm going to step up by passing through these 3 delicas. Do it carefully so the stone doesn't fall out. Once we get past this point, adding these beads, it'll stay for us. So just like that, pick up 1 delica and go through these 3 delicas. Okay, like this. Put your thumb over it. Hold it between your fingers. Pop it into place. Again. Do these 3 here. Another one. We're just doing this all the way around on those 4 corners. By the way, this setting works with flat back cabochons, the round top, flat back bottom, right, cabochons. That's the stone that I used first for this setting here. And in the box, it was opaque red, but I didn't like the color. It clashed with my other beads. It didn't look right. It looked like it was out of place. So I ended up trying the chaton, and it worked. But I had to change one thing, and I'll show you that. Putting that last bead in there. Okay, like that. So on the back, to keep this flat, I didn't have these delicas here. I had just these beads here. The 4 half tilas connected, and it was perfectly flat. See how it's domed now to accommodate the point here on the back of that stone? And I was able to use a flat back Preciosa cabochon in the hole. Okay, so now I have this, and we have to reinforce, so I go through this corner bead. Okay, we're going to go all the way around this again, following the same path, only through the brown delicas, and then through this corner bead. I actually went through 2. Through these 2. pull it tight, this corner, this one side here, and then through this corner, pull tight, and I can't remember, do I have to go through there? I think I do, so I'm going to go down through these three, pass through the half tila here in the corner. We have to step down, alright, like that, go through this hole, okay, then go through this pearl, man, this little fuzz, there it goes, finally got it, through the pearl, and then through this half tila, like that. Okay, we are now repositioned. So we're coming out of this bead, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick up beads and circle around and go through that silver 11-0 here. We're going to do it like a loop-de-loop, going like this around the edges. So I pick up a silver 11-0, a gold, I'm picking up a vexolo, and I'm going to lay it here. Okay, so my piece is laying like this. I'll zoom in more. I just don't want you to be confused. Like this, my thread's coming out right here. I'm going to pick this bead up, go through like this, okay, and then get a gold 15, so we have this, and I already have a silver here, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to go up through this silver bead, see, pull this through like that, turn, go through this half tila, and you'll have to go through at an angle, pull it, we should have this coming out here. I'm going to go up through this silver bead, this 11-0 that I added. Okay, and I'm going to do the bicone area again. Just like this. Pick up a 4mm bicone, then a silver 11, a 3mm, a silver 11, a bicone, and a silver. Just like this. We're not picking up a silver at the beginning because we have this one here, so we're borrowing that one. I'm going to go through this half tila, okay, so I pull this down and see, now this matches this side. I'm going to pick up a silver 11, a gold, a vexolo. This one's gonna sit like this, so I have to go through it this way. A gold 15, like this, 11-0, 15-0, vexolo, 15-0. Go through this silver 11. Okay, I'll put my finger over it so it tightens up for me and not get all tangled up. I'm going to go back through this half tila again. So see, this is why we didn't want to reinforce that area with the pearls, because it would be too tight, and I'm going to be going through it even more. So now I have this, and I have to do this all the way around. So I have to exit out of the silver bead. Okay, repeat this again. Pick up a 4mm bicone, a silver seed bead, 3mm fire polish, silver seed bead, 11/0, and another 4mm and an 11/0. I'm going to zoom out a little. Go through this half tila. Go through at an angle. Whenever I use pearls, I have to be careful that I don't scratch them, because I have. Just jab the needle right into the pearl and scratch the paint off the surface. Like that. I'm going to pick up an 11/0 vexolo. So it'll be like that. I need my gold bead first though. Then this. And then gold. Like this. Go through this silver 11/0. Okay. And then through this half tila. And then down through the silver 11. Like that. Pull that tight. So I have to do this again over here. Looks good. Okay. Do a 4mm bicone. And because we're coming out of the silver seed bead, do a 4mm bicone, and then an 11/0, and then a 3mm, 11/0, and then bicone, and then 11/0. Right? I don't have one over there. Right? Okay. Like this. Go through this half tila. I have to go through this 11/0 here, or we're going to do this area with the vexolo, but this time we have two 11s already here for us, so we don't have to pick any up. There's one here, there's one here, so I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to get a vexolo like that, pick up a gold 15. Vexolo has to lay this direction, so I'm just going to pass through here, and then a 15. Oops. Then take the needle and go through this 11. I do want to tighten this though. I'm going to loosen this up. I'm going to pull this thread here tight and then bring this down and then go through this half tila. Okay. So just going to go like this, flatten it. It's going to be messy because there's nothing holding on to the ends of the 2-hole beads, but that's what we have. Right, now we're going to take the needle, and I'm coming out of the half tila, go up through the silver 11-0, the 4mm, and the silver 11-0. Through here, pull that tight, go through this 3mm, and if possible through the 11 in front of it. No, it's not letting me, so I'm just gonna go through the 3mm like that, and then through this silver 11, okay, and then I'm gonna pick up a gold 15, and we're gonna be doing, I'm moving this over here so I don't have to go so far to pick them up, a 15 and a monte. Just like this, and we're going through the vexolo bead. Okay, so we have this, and these things here are flippy. We will make them lay flat. I'm actually going to lay at a slight angle. Okay, like that, and then pick up a monte and a 15. Like this. Go through these 3 beads. Like this. Like I want you guys to see me pick my beads up, but I feel like I should be a little closer. So I'm here. I'm gonna pick up a gold 15, a monte, and then through the vexolo. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Am I saying that wrong? No, I'm saying it right. Pick up a monte, 15, and go through these 3. Now, here's the thing. The montes are going to be laying directly beside the vexola, and the gold 15s, they're going to be by the 11-0s. See? So these are touching the vexolo. Okay? So you just want to make sure you're doing that right. 15, monte, through here. So we do this all the way around, the whole outer edge, just like this. Monte. We're using all 8 of them here, the montes, like that, through these 3 beads. And then a 15, monte, and through the vexolo. Monte, C bead, like this. Go through this 11. We've come around full circle. Okay, and just checking, making sure it's laying right. It's looking right. They don't have any loose thread. I'm going to take the needle and I'm going to go through this 3mm. And then through this 11. Okay, so this is what I have. Now what we're going to do is we have to reinforce to get to another area to add our delicas to keep our montes from flipping. So I'm coming at that silver 11. I'm going down to the 4mm, do that silver 11, and then take the needle and go through this, what's it called? Half tila. If you can't get through the front, go through at an angle and go to the back. Okay, I got it this time. Through here, and then turn, go down through this silver 11 and through the 15 like this. Okay, so I'll just do a little recap of what I just did. I came out of this silver 11 right here. I sewed down through this 4mm and through this silver 11. And then I took my needle and I went through this half tila, the bottom hole, and then I came up through these two. Now what I'm going to do is take a delica and I'm going to go through my Monte, this one here. This is going to make this lay right. It's going to stop flipping on us. Okay. Just like this. See that? The brown delica? All the holes are going to be filled except for these here between the bicones. So just like that. And then I'm going to turn this and I'm going to pick up a 15, a 3mm, a 15, and I'm going to go through this. Actually, right here. I'm going to go through this 3mm Czech fire polish bead. Okay. Pull that tight. Do this again. 15-0, 3mm, 15-0 through this Monte. Like that. And then a brown delica. Go through the gold. Oh, right away. Through this gold and this silver seed bead. Filling in that hole. Go through here, the half tila. Go down through the silver 11 and through the 15, like that. Pick up a brown or a delica, doesn't matter the color. Okay, and then through this Monte. So now I'm at the bottom. I add these two dark red bicones there. Coming out the Monte, I'm going to show you this. We're going to be adding a row right here of 15-0s and gemduos, our first row. So that's going to be 3 gemduos. I'm going to pick up a 15, gemduo, 15, gemduo. I picked up a really wide seed bead, so I want a normal looking one. Okay. So like this, I'll show you. 15-0 gemduo, 15-0 gemduo, 15-0 gemduo, like this, and I picked them up in this direction. This is the bottom of my earring. I'm going to go up through this Monte. Okay, and I'll lay it down. See, that's what it looks like. I'll zoom in. This is the beginning of the bottom of our earring right here. Okay, so On this side, we would have done the 3mm bicones. Get what I'm saying? Instead, I did that. So now, I'm going to pick up another delica, and I'm going to continue what we've been doing, going through these two, the 15 and the 11. Fill the delica in this hole here, pull it tight, go through this half tila, and then down through these two seed beads, and then a delica through the montee, okay. I'm going to do the 3mm bicones over here, so I do a 15, 3mm, 15, and I go through just this 3mm bead. Pull that tight. 15, 3mm, 15. Through this montee, now a delica, down through this 15 and through the 11. Feels a little weird. Okay, there it goes. Whenever it feels too stiff and you feel restricted, you're probably passing through your thread, like piercing your thread. So just back it out and go through again. Like that. So you can see I still have these two flipped. So I'm just going full circle, filling in all those gaps with my delica and doing more decorating on the outside edge. Now go down through these two seed beads. Okay, delica through the montee. And now I have this. I still have this other one over here. Okay, but right now what I have to do when I exit out of this, I'm going to pick up a bicone here, and I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to make this bail, reinforce it, come back down, add this bicone, and then go into here, and then I add in my delica right there. So 15, 3mm, 15, through this, 3mm here, okay, see, like that. I have to go up through this 11 and through the half tila, through this 11, push that bead down. It's funny. I'm going to pick up a 15, a 3mm, a 15, Now, this earring finding opens up with pliers, right? Fish hook, shepherd's hook, fishing hook, whatever you want to call it. See right there? You just open it up with pliers. So I could put that on later, but if you're doing a fancy one that doesn't have a loop that opens, then you would add it right now, right after this bead. See? Because it's going to hang like this. See what I'm saying? I could add this on later, that style. So I'm going to do mine later, but if you have a fancier one that doesn't have an opening, you have to sew it on. Right? So I just added, here are my beads for the top. I'm going to go down through this 11-0. Okay, and it's going to form this here on the top. Now, here's the thing, that's only one thread path we have to reinforce, so I go down through this half tila on the back. We're working on the back now. Okay, and then I go up through this half tila, same bead, different hole. And then I go through this delica, and through this one. Like that. Ow, I just poked myself. And then up through this delica on this side, like this. Did I say delica? Up to the half tila and the 11-0. Okay, we're going to make a second thread path, but I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to go through this middle check fire polish bead. Last time we did like a rainbow, we did a U-turn, we just went up and down. I'm going to do a figure 8. So I went through that middle bead now, and I'm attaching this on this way. We're going to make a circle. So go down. Through here. Through the 3mm. And if I can, through that 11. Yeah, okay. And then through the half tila, the 11, and through the 3. Oh my gosh! I did all that in one shot. Like that. So we have 2 thread paths there, and that's great for an earring. Right, so later on when we're done, we'll just open up our earring finding and slip it through there. And it looks so clean. Looks so nice. See, very clean, professional looking. It's beautiful. And then, where are we at now? Coming out here, I'm back to adding the bicone, so I have to do a 15, a 3mm, and a 15. Like this. And I'm going to go through this Monte. Remember there's a gap there, I have to put a delica there. And then delica. So see, our sides match now. I'm going to go through this 15 and through this 11. Man, it's trying to go through more beads than I want it to. I'm gonna have to do one at a time. There we go. I just wiggled it. Okay. This is what we now have. Coming out of the 11 right there, I'm gonna go through this half tila, and I want to come out the back if possible. Yeah. Okay. So coming out the 11-0. Remember we put that delica there, going through the half tila. Flip this over, go through this pearl on the back side. Repositioning our needle now, we're going down to the bottom. We've done, I think, all the work up high now. And then I'm going to go through this half tila. Oops. Okay, so we're just repositioning our needle. We're skipping through a lot, going down through here, through these seed beads. 11-0, 15-0, delica. And then through the monte. Okay, so we went through this half tila, down to the pearl, down to this half tila. We sewed down straight through here, through all those beads. We're coming out the monte. I'm going to pick up a 15-0, a 3mm, 15-0, and sew through this gemduo. Like that. 15-0, gemduo, I have to go through, you know, like that direction. And then 15 through this gemduo. 15, gemduo, 15 through here. Like that. 15, last, no, not that one, it's this bead, 3mm, 15, like this, and go through this monte. And if I can, go through those seed beads. I don't know if I could do all of them, it just seems too stiff. I'll just do these two for now. Like that. Okay, we added on those beads there. And then I'm gonna go, let me think. I have to go down and around. I'm gonna go through these two seed beads, but I might have to come out the back. Yeah. Through the 15 and through 11. Coming out the back. And then through this half tila. And I can come out this side now. And then down through these seed beads. 11-0. And that 15. I'm gonna have to go back to this side again, because those beads are very stiff right there. Good grief. So I'm just passing my needle through the back and then going through these seed beads. 11-0, 15, delica, and then through the monte. Okay, I'm just gonna lay this down, and this is what I now have. I'm gonna pick up these beads right here, pick up more beads there, and go all the way around. So it is 2 15s, a 3mm, 1 15, 3mm Czech fire polish. So see, first 3mm bicone, then 3mm fire polish, a 15, 4mm, 15, a pearl, 15, a vexolo bead, and it's gonna go here. See, right here? So I'm gonna pass through it like this, and then a 15. So I just picked up a lot of beads, but right there it is. That's what I picked up. Slide those down and go through here. Pick up a 15, my last gemduo, a 15, and go through this gemduo, I'll slide my needle down my thread some. Alright, I'm going to repeat this pattern over here, and I'm going to pick it up reversed. So it's a 15, a vexola. It's going to sit right here, so I have to go through it like this. 15, my last pearl. Oops. 15, 4mm, 15, 3mm fire polish, 15, 3mm bicone, and 2 15s. Like that. And go through this monte. There's my hole. And through the delica. And now we have this. Okay. I have to get back down here to add these beads. And so I have to make another turn. And so I'm gonna go through these 2 seed beads, and looks like I have to come through at this angle. Okay, I'm gonna go through this. Let me see. For this pearl. And then I'm gonna go through these beads, come out this monte, and I'm gonna sew myself down this edge right here and get back down here. So this way, through these seed beads, and I'm gonna have to come out the delica. Okay, so I'm going through those 3. Make sure I don't get caught. Through the montee. Through these beads here. Again. Through this 3mm. Through these 3. Down through these beads now. Now this is a new thread path, wasn't here before, but I really think that it is great to add it here. So, like that, come out that bicone. See, it just connects it to the side, makes it lay better, and also reinforcing. I'm laying this down now, coming out this bicone. See over here, I added this little thing of seed beads here, this little decorative edge. I'm going to pick up a 15 delica, 15 delica, 15 delica, 15 delica, 15. So you should have 5 gold and 4 brown, or 5 15s and 4 delicas. Okay, and I just figured this out, the amount, because when you slide the beads down, you go like this, you can see how much it takes from get to this point to this point. So then I go through the vexolo. Okay, pick up a 15 in a vexolo. It's gonna lay like this, so I have to go through this bead from this side, and then a 15 through the gemduo. Okay, pick up 115 vexolo again. It's gonna lay this direction, so I'm gonna go through here. Now stop after this bead. I should have got something to drink, my throat's bothering me. And go through this vexolo. Pull your thread tight. I'm going to add in the last one here, so I have to pick up 115 vexolo like that, 15, go through this one, so put your finger over both of these like this, those 2 in the bottom, so it doesn't get loose on you. Oh darn, why are you twisting? Okay, pull it tight, make sure you have no loose thread. You would see loose thread through here if you didn't have that area tight. And then turn and go through these beads here. And I'll just go through these and come back. Pull this tight. Go through the last 15 and through this vexolo. Pull it tight. Okay, and then 15, because we have a 15 here, but we didn't put one here. Now's the time. Okay. Pull tight. Zoom in. See? They match now. I just have to do this little seed bead right over here. So I'm picking up 115, 111 delica, 15 delica, 15 delica, 15, delica 15. You should have 4 delicas and 5 15s. 11 delicas, 5 gold 15s. And then go through this bicone. Go through up all of these beads. And then you're coming out here, we have to make this connection, so I just sew up through all of these. Actually, I'm just going to go through that 15 right there for now. Like that, making that thread pass to connect those beads. And pull your thread tight. Okay. So, when you lay this down, it wants to puff here some. Is the hole in this bead crooked? No. Okay. So, like this. This one's puffing right here where the gemduo is, and then this lays flat. But, you know, we don't have all the tension done because we haven't tied knots yet. So I just pushed that up on the back and it popped up here. See, it's slightly puffed. Just right here where these are, given this dimension. Okay? So now what I have to do is tie knots and put my earring finding on. But first I'm going to clean up my area a little bit and I'll be back. Now we're going to tie this off, and it's pretty easy. And remember, we're using 15-0s, so you don't want to tie a knot in front of a 15-0 because you can't hide the knot. It'll be stuck. So you could tie your knots in front of the larger beads. You could also tie them in front of 11-0 if you have to, and even delicas. Delicas are actually really great for hiding knots because they have big holes. So I just added that thread path right there, right? Went through here. So I could tie a knot right here. So I'm just going to go underneath this bicone, make a loop, pass through it twice. I'm going to pull that thread there tight though before I get that position, and pull this knot down. Now I pull the knot this direction because I have to pass through this bead, and if I pull it this way it clogs my hole. So go through these 2 beads. Okay, and I'm going to tie another knot right here in front of the 3mm Czech fire polish bead. Now I think what I want to do is go up through all of these beads here, through the row that has the montees, the vexolo, the 15-0s, the 11-0, 3mm 11-0, in this area. See this? It's like a circle right here. Follow that thread path, tying my knots inside, in front of the montees, in front of the vexolos, in front of the, actually, I don't have to do it in front of the 11-0s because I have the montees and vexolos to hide my knots in front of. Anyways, I'm just going to go here in a circle, tying my knots, hiding my knots in those beads. Montees are sharp, they're made of metal, so it's a great place to add a new thread path and tie that off. And my camera's showing I only have 4 minutes left, my memory card's full. So after going, you know, through there, use up as much thread as you can. I'm actually thinking about going up through here and then down through this outer edge, going through here, tying knots. But I might stay up here with the montees because they have sharp holes, like I said. So once I get done with that side, go to this side, this thread, and what I'm going to do is take my needle, put it on this thread, go through this half miyuki tila, I forget what the name of this is, right here, and tie a knot in front of this delica and go through this bead. Tie a knot, go through that bead. You can tie knots right here. It's very easy to do it. Look. See? Easy, slip through. It's a really good place to tie knots. Now you're not going to use up much of your thread here, so once you get done, you're going to come down a tila bead and just run your thread through a previous thread path and try to reinforce. I might try to like reinforce this area here. I can even go down into here, and I'm just going to try to stay on previous thread paths and not make new ones where there aren't any. So this is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. My thing says I have 2 minutes left. Let's see, do I put this on real quick? Super easy. Yes, okay. There it is. Completed. I wanted to show you both of them. Alright, you just have to tie off. So this is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is such an epic earring. I've been enjoying doing over-the-top earrings like this, but oh my gosh, it is a lot of work. I hope you enjoyed creating these earrings along with me, and remember, I will post a link to the Bimonthly Beadingschool Academy box down there below in the description bar, and I'm also going to post individual links to the materials I'm using to make these earrings. If you appreciate all the hard work I do and would like to support me, down below this video you'll see likes and you'll see share. If you scroll that way, you will see a heart symbol and it says thanks. You can click on that and you could donate money to me through there. And it's really awesome because for a long time it was just live streamers that would get donations, but now people that work really hard on editing and filming and just getting a project like this put together, now we can get donations to help support our YouTube channel. So if you could support me by donations, I would really appreciate it. Right now I need a new video camera. I've had the same one for 11 years and sometimes it's been getting lines across the front of the screen, so I'm wondering if it's gonna kick the bucket on me soon. So if you could donate, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And this is it. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and make sure you click the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos, and follow me on my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.